Libra, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. Here we go. Okay, Libra, I'm seeing you in a position of, I call this stagnation due to indecision. There are a lot of opportunities ahead of you, but you don't feel like you can pick any one particular thing. Like you're just, because you can't make up your mind, you are not moving forward, okay? And you're kind of sidetracking yourself with a little bit of overindulgence, you know? So rather than making some really important life decision, you're spending your time with friends, family, this, that, you know, in a process of celebration. You know, you might be kicking a few back a little more often than you do or something like that. But you're using your friends and your family to distract yourself from some really important decisions that need to be made. And ultimately, there's a lack of forward movement because of it. There's a lot riding on these decisions. These aren't like a bunch of little decisions that lead up to one bigger cake event. This is one major decision that you just can't deal with right now. In the near future, you plan on appraising the situation, asking for assistance and things like that, but there's a sense of procrastination here. So it's like you keep putting it off. Like you're like, oh, I'll deal with that tomorrow. Oh, I'll deal with that tomorrow. Oh, I'll deal with that tomorrow. And then you're distracting yourself with just all the fun things that aren't big major life decisions, right? But ultimately what you're doing is you're creating an imbalance because windows of opportunity only exist for a finite amount of time. Eventually that door or window of opportunity will close. So if you don't actually take the time to make a decision, you'll find yourself with less and less opportunities and less choices in front of you. So ultimately you might be forced in a particular direction and it may not be the best one. But you'd rather just focus on feeling good and finding, I don't even want to say new growth. It's like you just want to focus on the passionate things, the things that really make you feel good right now. Because ultimately this decision isn't bringing you any emotional fulfillment. So you're just like, oh, it's hard. Just I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. But you keep putting it off over and over. And you're not really relying on your tribe or your ultimately this card represents an institution and some sort of group thing. So it could be religious, and it very often is. You know, some people aren't, you know, relying on their faith, but you're also not seeking help from any institution that could help you. You're also not seeking help from your friends, from your tribe. There's a lack of group involvement here that it almost feels to me like not only are you avoiding this decision that needs to be made, but you're also avoiding an entire group of people that expects you to make this decision. You're focusing on just what makes you feel good at the moment, and you're not thinking of things long term. Because when you are thinking of things long term, you're saying, oh, I have time for that tomorrow, I have time for that tomorrow, I have time for that tomorrow, and that's where that imbalance comes in. Ultimately, I'm going to go back to my window analogy. Windows of opportunity only stay open for a finite amount of time. You may find if too much time passes, if you don't make a decision, that you don't have as many choices, and the one choice that's left may not be the one that you want. Libra, it sounds to me like it's time for you to focus and look at what you need for the long run. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I hope this serves as a warning, okay? So you can really focus on what you need and then take care of what you need and then get back to the good times. I hope you found a message that serves your highest good, and I'll see you next week.